Alrighty, so we're here at the main base right now, here in Team 82. Wait, which player is this? Solo, tell me. What are your thoughts so far on how this match is gonna go?
I
Hello.
think we'll win this match.
Awesome, okay.
Hello, Grandas. Yeah, your friends.
Yes. Alright, so Team 82 here with the rest of the people here. Tell us, how are you all feeling for this match?
I hope this will be a good game. Funny game. Both teams are really strong. But it will be legendary.
Absolutely lovely, and that's it. Looks like we're about to start the round right now. Let's get in it. Alright. Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting squad tournament. My name is Socrates, your shoutcaster for today. In today's epic tournament, the International Masters Tournament 2025, today is August 31st, 2025, we have two amazing legendary teams, Team 82 versus Team Full Wipe. We're going to be playing on the map called Harju. Really awesome map. A lot of different ways for the strategic maneuvers, which we shall see very soon. Special shout out to all the viewers, the families, and friends watching from across the world right now on the big screen TVs and in the bars and in the restaurants. So we'll give a very special shout out to all your friends playing in this match today. So let's get in it right now. Looks like the match is live as we go ahead and get straight into this. We're going to be on Team 82 for the first round for the private military contractors. The other side will be Full Wipe, the CAF Canadian Forces. Let's make our cast squad and we will get straight into this. Alrighty. Looks like we're going to be using the regular type of map for this one. So, if you excuse me, I will change something real quick here.
Так, гусить 2000 патронов, 1000 стройки.
Okay. Awesome. So go ahead, we got 1 minute to get this right. Okay. Very interesting. So right now we can see here this map has 5 overall flags with Scrapyard here, the mid flag, and then 2 other flags to the left and the right here that need to be capped. The first 2 flags for both teams will already be capped, and you can see here the enemy team will have a straight line directly to the mid flag at Scrapyard, whereas on the eastern side here they're gonna have to take a quick bridge and then make a north turn to that mid flag. Multiple move mark declarations being marked around Scrapyard right now to try to get land territory control for map control here, and looks like both teams are going to try to prioritize the FOB placements to try to potentially get mortars to start shooting down and shelling the midpoint. Again, it's all about map control in this area. With all the different areas and the trees and the hill lines, you really can get very creative with how you're going to go about the assault. So again, very special shout out to the teams here. We're going to start in about 15 seconds. Again, we're going to be on Team 82, and the next round we'll switch over to Team Full Wipe. So very special shout out to both teams. And vehicles right now, you can see very small vehicle and then a 1 heavy vehicle, the last 6 against each other right now. Of course, your typical logistics trucks and transports and the small vehicles with the M2 machine gun there. So looks like we're about to get started right now. Let's get straight into this. I'm super excited. Once again, we're going to be on Team 82 on the eastern side as they go ahead and make a split shortly here. Apartments is their first flag, and then it looks like we got 1 squad splitting up to the northwestern side, with majority of the team going to Scrapyard here. Likewise, you can see, like I mentioned before, Team Full Wipe, they're going to take one straight shot, single road here straight to the mid flag. So they got a very easy access point as they go bypass their first flag at checkpoint and continue to cap Forest Industrial. Scrapyard, can see both teams are going to try to prioritize a west and then eastern side assault. So basically what we're looking at here is they're going to attack each other from a north to south line here to try to sandwich the flag. So this is going to look very intense right now. We're going to catch up to the front lines with the multiple vehicles. Looks like they've got literally the entire team rushing that first flag, and the first squad here has already disembarked. Special shout out to Shunya squad. First vehicle there. Engagements are happening very soon. Oh, we're about to see the intensity right now. And that's it. The engagements are now occurring right there. Oh my goodness. Lav 6 under, behind Khalil, takes him out. Full Wipe Gordon and Jumbo gonna destroy the vehicle. Destroyed vehicle on the northwestern side. Great start to the match for the red team here with triple squads on the western side with fresh rally points coming down. Got another engagement here. A far shot against the Lav 6. That's it. Both teams right here having a difficult time trying to take out the vehicles against each other. And that's it. Gordon and Jumbo are down. Very nice hit with that. The vehicle did sustain some damage. Smoking, but they're going for the repairs, but that's not it. They're still taking a lot of trouble hits right now from the rockets and the hats and the lats from Full Wipe in the forest from the western side. Vehicle is still active, but about to get hit one more time by a rocket. Full Wipe moving in very quickly to try to overwhelm the vehicle right there. The vehicle is still alive. The lat's right next to him, bragging there at the hat along with Fizzy. Looks like he's struggling. His wheels are out right now with double rocket players next to him. And he's soloing the vehicle right now. Backup is coming from Team 82 Infantry, but they're going to have a difficult time trying to repair that vehicle. Explosives coming out. Mortar is already getting launched. Mortar is already being operated right now by your good friend Campio to the northeast over there. That's it. If this vehicle cannot get repaired anytime soon, suspect, and that's it. The mortars from Campio destroys the Lav 6. Very accurate mortar shots. As we go ahead and look at overall map flow as follows. This is what we're looking at. Double FOBs have already been set from both teams. One from Team 82, and then Full Wiped on the far western side, just a bit about 400 meters away from the flag here. And looks like we do have some red team players trying to make a northeastern flank, eventually turning south to Scrapyard. On the eastern side, blue team still have full security on the eastern side, but they're trying to push really hard towards Scrapyard. Scrapyard looks like the majority of the red players are already infiltrating the point right here, especially with the double LAVs getting wiped out from both teams. Now, it's all about the infantry maneuvers and utilizing the mortars against each other to try to get a better positioning on the mid flag right here. So again, we're very preliminary stages with only less than 4 minutes into this match, and both teams have already set a nice solid foothold with the new FOB activation from Full Wipe directly on Scrapyard. Special shout out to Milk Hunter. Oh, interesting name there. Northern side, double FOBs now being set by Full Wipe team for a really, strong map control there. But the good news for blue team, they do have an FOB slightly about 300 meters away from the point here, and they have a nice spawning area to try to make a hit over here. As long as you have a safe spawn, you can make the assault work. Now let's go ahead and check out some of the closer plays here in the forest. Now, as you can see in Harju, there's a lot of trees around. We have shadows disabled, but right now with all the uniforms of all the players looking very similar and, camouflaging with the trees, it's looking a bit, intense here. And you can see it's really hard to see the players here, but they're trying their best.
Like 50 meters up, please.
Going up here to the overall map, Scrapyard already taking mortar shelling fire from whoever the mortar user is. Campio's launching a direct line of sight here as we kind of take the line here. He's launching somewhere where the helicopters are launched between the two FOB zones where Scrapyard is at on the southeastern side. And that's exactly where we're hovering, the southeastern corner of the flag perimeter. The FOB on Scrapyard itself in the northwestern building. As we get under the map, hopefully we can see what's under here. Yes, well, kind of. In here, The building, the hab is set inside, of course, the big hangar building with the radio in the slight corner here. Of course, with the Logi in the next room there. Flag overall looking so far so good under cap from FW. On the southeastern side with the fresh FOB, once again, a couple rally points spread around the perimeter here in the southeast. Team 82 is just trying to make their way through the forest, under heavy fire, especially with the mortars here. I just want to highlight something real quick. So, Campio from Full Wipe, he's actually slowing down the approach from the blue team. The blue team's FOB here on the southeastern side of the map. They haven't, safe spawn point, but as they trickle into the forest here, Campio is going to be launching mortars right at the southeastern corner of the flag radius here in favor of red team, which is going to slow down the approach for the blue team here. As you can see, red team has full control of the flag, so as long as the mortars can, cause a devastation to the southeastern side of the flag, blue team's gonna have a difficult time making the flank, so they might have to reshift to the southwest over here, or go up northwest like this to hit the flag at Scrapyard. Scrapyard about to get full capped at 70%, going up right there. Down to the south side, Team 82. Waldock moving down here to try and make a flanking maneuver against the other squad 7 here. So we're going to have a small engagement there. But it looks like the north side's taking a lot of engagements right here. Very interesting. Again, even though they're not directly on the flag point, they're really trying to make sure they have the flanks secure. So that's what both teams are trying to focus on. As we kind of get down here, what we're seeing is that, again, a lot of forest fire, a lot of forest, firefights, a lot of trade for trades. And that's really what we got to do. If you don't cover the off-point areas, you will get flanked, and that's what both teams are trying to do. Remember, we're talking about a 30v30 match, so the players already are spread very thin across the map, and you can see everyone's spread. The overall map trajectory, as you can see, is both teams, they're spread from north to south in a vertical line maneuver here. So red team has full control on their western north to south, and the blue team likewise are already spread from the north to south here with their FOB here, sending about half their team from the hab going up northwest to hit the flag. But of course, red team now having full control of this with mortar support on the southwestern side, launching towards anywhere like this. Blue team, even though their hab is safe for now, if they can somehow make some type of special flank, they might be able to get into the flag, but it's going to be a difficult one. With both LAV6s down, it's really about the infantry engagements that both teams are going to have to really get an upper hand against each other at. Now you can see, like I mentioned, the mortars are just going off perpetually on the southeastern side. Does the blue team have mortars themselves? No mortars. No, I lied. Cypher launching mortars facing southwest, so they're going to counter mortar on the western side here to try to slow down red team. So I just want to highlight something real quick as we kind of get in position here, and you guys can see all the firefights in the forest as we explain what's going on here, because it's really interesting what we're about to see, what we are seeing now. I'll get the camera in just the right position right here to explain. Okay, really quick. So this is what's happening. East, west, south, north, okay? Blue team is approaching from here. Like I mentioned, they're going here, but Campio's holding them down by sending mortars here. Likewise, the blue team is sending mortars to the direct west, north to south line here in this southwestern corner to slow down the red team approach. So both teams, right now it's a tug-of-war. It's a stalemate right now. Blue teams are going to try to prevent more infantry from red team approaching by slowing them down to the southwestern corner. On the flip side, red team is trying to slow down the blue team from approaching here by sending mortars as well. So depending how the mortars land, depending how the infantry can dodge those type of mortars, they can try to outposition each other and intercept them at whichever corner from the southwest or the southeast. But right now, the fact remains true. The red team has full control of the flag at Scrapyard. Do we see any flanks occurring right now? Yes, we are. We are seeing red team, squad 7 here, led by Gordon from Full Wipe, making a eastern flank to try to hit Raider HQ. Potentially what we're about to see here is they're trying to wipe out any rally points or try to figure out some intel to provide to the team against the blue team here. So if they don't see anything, I'm pretty sure they're going to start moving from south to north to hit the next flag, which is going to force the blue team to send forces back to the defense, which allows the red team to send more players to trickle in and hit the FOB from blue team, and then eventually hit the flag to continue the match. Ticket counts as follows: 209 to 246. Red team Full Wipe leading by 40 tickets. 10 minutes into the match with a... Ooh, we have a drone flying around. Looks like it could... Is it an IED drone? Possibly not. But we're about... How high is that thing flying? Okay. Because I see on the map, but it's hard to see. So down here... Looks like the FOB has been wiped out on the western side, no longer operational. So now Red Team has now rediverted their only FOB directly on Scrapyard to operate from there. And looks like they're doing just fine. Like I mentioned, they're not taking too much engagements inside the flag point. Just a lot of explosives, but so far so good. Blue Team looks like they're still having a difficult time trying to maneuver through the forest as they get intercepted by the Red Team here. Explosives could be occurring soon. They're going to have to reset their mortars in order to get a flank on the blue team here. So right now, the mortar is coming from the red team. It will cease until they can get another mortar up at Scrapyard. But for now, blue team, they're trying to recover, trying to patch each other up to continue the assault. Mortars coming out from here, from Cypher. Cypher, the mortar user from Team 82, launching a direct northwest line, exploding around here where the helicopter marks are. Helicopter marks, if you're new to squad, represents the detonation point of the mortars. So even though the explosives are coming out with a lot of devastation and chaos, the team here, they're doing A-okay. In the forest line, blue team is contesting heavily in the forest line against the red team here from FW. If blue team can get a solid foothold, we might be able to see the gameplay happen. A grenade comes out right now, so right now I'm here, full wipe team. Jeez. Do you have vehicle engagements right now? A heavy machine gun. UAV coming up and activated right now from red team against the blue team here. 10 minutes in, I believe we will be seeing the first airstrikes occur. Looking over at the map as follows. Timer from LAV6 spawn. 1 more minute left before we start seeing LAV6 gameplays again. Here it is. Their LAV6 is back in action. FW, LAV is back in the flag. This is going to be a difficult push for blue team, but it's not impossible. Blue team, they're still doing their best to outmaneuver the red team in the forest right now. Like I mentioned, the red team mortars are no longer operational for now because they have the FOB on the western side has been taken out. So it looks like Squad 7 is going to make a flank right now. Red team's going to make a flank and try to find the FOB. They found it fast. Holy moly. Gordon's already in the FOB zone. We're going to go ahead and see what his situation under here. He found the hab. He's in the hab. The radio is in the next room over here. Gordon's going to hold down the point right now. Mortars exploding on the point. Red team mortars are now operational. It's not looking good. Oh, we're way underwater. The hab and the radio are in the first floor of this big apartment complex, now being shelled by the red team. Overall map flows as follows. Again, full red team control of Scrapyard with blue team having a difficult time making a push on the north side to try to make a north to south flank. On the south side here, the FOB from blue team is under attack right now from Gordon. First floor hab and radio. If red team can slow down the spawn and deactivate the spawn, this is going to really change the tide of the game. With Gordon, the only survivor in this hab, he cannot start shoveling it down. He has to keep his gun out because right now, Team 82, they're going to try to re-infiltrate the point inside here to try to recapture security of the hab and the radio. Gordon holding down the corner here. Jeez Louise. So right now I'm here. They're right around, blue team is right around the hab. They're going to try to make a hit against Gordon here that I'm with. Gonna go in, takes him out. Nice hit, double kill. Cypher and Ipon wiped out right here. Great job to Gordon. A lot of pressure. And he's going back to the same room where the radio is at, and he's going to hold down the doorway like he did last time. He took no damage from that. Overall map flow is as follows. Vehicle from warp soloing right now on the eastern side here. Going to trickle down here to try to resecure the hab location. Squad 5 leader SW coming in to try to save it. And more infantry, Squad 2, where it looks like he's coming back to assist. 15 minutes in right now. Are airstrikes being launched? Not yet. Squad 9 on the far northwestern side. He's a very small squad, but he's trying their best to make sure more red players get sent to the north to try to leave an opening for the rest of the blue team, trying to make a hit here. Likewise, at the same time, blue team's going to have to send more people back to the hab to try to redefend it against the red team. A lot of pressure going on here. It's looking real hot, real hot. I'm going to hide behind him right now. Gordon is carrying this team really well from Team Full Wipe as he's holding down the doorway against the blue team. Multiple blue team members are now spawning and getting medic revived up right now, but Gordon's really the only chance at this hab to try to cause devastation and force blue team to pull back to try to send more people away from Scrapyard and get them distracted to defend their hab while Full Wipe gets more map control. This can go either way. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Shooting it up right now. Takes another one. Unbelievable. You got 2 more people outside the door. Takes one out the window. He took a hit. He took a hit on the shoulder right there. Oh, no!
Nice.
Ipon saves the hab. 1 versus 5 right there. He did a really great job. Special shout out to Gordon. LAV6 is now back in action for blue team right now on the southeastern side. Now the LAV6 are now back. Even though he's taking a hit, the LAV6 will be able to assist and change the tide of the game by allowing to make a facilitation of an easy hit on the flag. Looks like the LAV6 did take a hit from the hat and the lat here. As we examine the map real quick to see what is going on. Okay, this is what's going on right now. The good news for both teams, both their LAV6s are now back in action, with red team Full Wipe LAV6 going back for repair at main base, coming out shortly in about another minute. The blue team LAV6 is already in the front lines at the southeast of the point, providing the little security at the FOB to allow the infantry to push from southeast to northwest of the point. You can see around the map, you have a lot of blue team members already scattered around the southern flank here. So again, with the mortars kind of slowing down both teams' approaches along the southern front, the blue team is sending more infantry to focus more on the south corner here. Once they secure the southwestern area here, they're going to push up north to try to hit Scrapyard from a direct south to north line. Likewise, on the north side, the blue team looks like they're having a difficult time holding the north pressure up on Scrapyard, but at least they have 1 or 2 people here to kind of give the psychological effect that red team will, to have the red team kind of send more players up north to leave an opening on the south side to allow the majority of the blue teams from Team 82 to make a south to north push easier, along with the LAV6 support. But like I mentioned, with the red team LAV6, after they finish repairing, they're going to come in and devastate the west to southwestern line here against the blue team. So it's just really about who can outmaneuver each other first and very quickly. Going down here, looks like we're about to see an engagement with the vehicle here. Looks like the vehicle did get destroyed. Ticket counts as follows: 172 to 197, 15 to about 20 minutes in right now. Ticket gap by 20, Full Wipe leading by 20 tickets. A lot of people, they're bleeding right now. Full control right now by FW with a couple explosives coming out from the mortar operator over here from blue team. LAV6, he's still holding the eastern line here to make sure no more threats from the red team are approaching. We still have a threat here from Squad 5, Puri. I was asked to give him a special shout. So Puri, you get a special shout from your friends here. Looks like, let's see where the LAV6 is. The LAV6 is actually chasing the vehicle all the way here. That's pretty far. Looks like he wiped the vehicle out. Yeah, he wiped out the blue team vehicle from the far western side of the map that's trying to do some intel push nearby the enemy main base from Full Wipe. But once that's already done, LAV6 is going to turn back to the front lines here to try to contest, and we're about to see another LAV6 engagement very soon. Going back to the overall map here. Artillery strike has been launched against Full Wipe team on the south, and now it's commenced. Holy moly. This is it. FW is going to have to take shelter because it's gonna get hot. As we send a reporter down to the front lines. Wait, what? Situations as follows. Team 82 has now launched mortars. Artillery strike from their commander on the flag at Scrapyard. Which gives the opportunity for Team 82 to make a quick assault right now. You can see multiple blue team members utilizing the explosives to their advantage, and they're going to now trickle in as fast as they can to try to get closer to the point. If they can monopolize this effectively, they can get a good position right outside the flag point on the southeastern corner here. The pressure's on. FW knows what's at stake right now, knowing that once this first explosive comes in, blue team will go as fast as they can to try to get into the flag perimeter. You can see right here, full wipe. They're already repositioning themselves under the direct line of sight there of the explosives, making sure that they're right at the edge of the flag capture zone to stop any incoming blue team members that are trying to capitalize on the explosives and the distraction here. They're moving as fast as they can. You can see that right now, coming from south to north. Overall map flow, where are we looking right now? So, LEV-6 from red team, approaching directly in the flag point to make sure they get that armor security. Jumbo and Gordon are back at it again. We have a small vehicle from blue team on the southeastern side, providing the security for blue team's hab. That's it. Looking up here on the north side, Squad 9 still struggling to hold that line down. Multiple hats in the area. So what we're looking at, I just want to highlight this for everybody. Squad 9 from blue team trying to, keep the red team distracted on the northern side with a fresh rally point to the east. LEV-6 from full wipe team holding down directly on Scrapyard, along with majority of red team spawning in their only FOB here on the mid flag. Southeastern side from blue team, Team 82 still looking pretty good, but a far distance away from the flag, and they're still trying to make sure they have the south to north push here from their hab. They do have a small vehicle available at their disposal to try to make the push happen, but it's going to be very difficult for them. So right now, it's still about the stalemate. It can go either way. Squad 4 from blue team trying to make a southwestern hit and eventually turn diagonally to Scrapyard. But with the LEV-6 here from Gordon and Jumbo, that's going to be a difficult push for them. LEV-6 from blue team is repairing right there on the eastern side, so eventually the LEV-6 from both teams will maneuver against each other for a round 2 engagement, vehicle-to-vehicle engagement. Southeastern side here, how we looking on the FOB repair station that they're on, with mortars being operated by your good friend over there, by Cypher. More explosives happening right now. Coming down here to the southwestern side. Got multiple enemy marks, red marks, against the blue team Squad 4 here as they're trying to make an assault from Team 82. Looks like the majority of the red team with double squads facing up north right now. I just want to highlight something real quick. Multiple hats and lats are ready on the red team side, on the eastern side, ready to engage against the Lav 6 once the blue team's Lav repairs and moves up here, with double rockets ready to shoot him down. The Squad 4, he's taking a couple hits right here to the southwest, but it looks like he should be a-okay as long as he stays in the forest to try to make a flank against the Lav 6 from red team. North side, double red squads trying to engage against Squad 9, the single squad from blue team. So with double squads distracted up here, Squad 4 from blue team is going to monopolize on that and try to take advantage of the southwestern opening to hit here. Likewise, Cypher from blue team operating mortar is going to launch northeast over here to cause some explosives either on the southeast or on the southwestern side to try to distract the red team. Where to see the explosives, red team is going to try to go to the explosives thinking that's where the enemies are coming from, but that's where the opening from Squad 4 from blue team is going to come in at the opening where the explosives are not happening and then push into the flag like that. This is a very clever maneuver, but it has to be timed very correctly. But as long as the red team, Jumbo and Gordon, as long as LAV is staying inside the point, it's going to be a very difficult hit, especially with them driving around in circles, covering all entrances to the flag. down here to the southeast, you already have a couple red team players trickled on the southeastern side in the forest to try to stop the blue team in their tracks from making a direct hit from southeast to northwest. But it's really up to squad 7 and 4 up here to try to make that wide western flank here over there. Squad 9, as long as squad 9 blue team can hold this northern side, and as long as rally does not get burned, it'll allow like probably up to like 15 players from red team to focus north side. But the moment squad 9 loses its positioning and red team kind of sweeps out this entire area, convinced, knowing that squad 9 for blue team has been completely wiped out, the entire red team is going to focus from the south side, and the south side at that point will be nearly, it might be impossible to make a hit now due to sheer numbers of red team focus now. The LAV now mobilizing along the northern side, shooting east, shooting against Kill Me there. He's getting, he did get shot by the stray bullets coming around. Well, yeah, this LAV-6, if that LAV-6 continues to still stand, it's going to be very difficult for blue team to push in. But the good news that the blue team, the LAV-6, they can utilize that for an engagement. One of the LAVs will have to be destroyed in order to have the infantry having, you know, pretty much an advantage against each other. The LAV-6 blue team is now parked on the southwestern side, waiting for more blue team support on the southwestern corner here before they push in together with armor support and then push in hard at the main entrance to the southwest. This can go either way. Both teams are just trying to find any type of opening at the right opportunity. But like I have to mention here too, the lats and the hats are already ready in the forest here on the southwestern side. So even if the LAV-6 do have the blue team support here coming in from the southwestern corner, the lats and hats from red team are going to start shooting down the main road and get into the LAV. So the LAV-6 needs to have a lot of infantry support in order to even go through this main road. The smoke trails are coming out, and the good news for them, they have Lat and Hat, Solo, and Alfred here ready to go to engage the LAV-6 from the red team. Explosives now coming out on the western side here, causing a lot of devastation, and this is where the blue team is going to try to make a maneuver to dash it across the main road. LAV-6 now repositioning over to the northern side against Squad 9. Squad 9, you know, I just have to really mention here, Squad 9 deserves a very special shout out here. They're really, you know, away from the flag, just really keeping it busy for the red team up on the north side and making sure they have that land control. With the LAV-6 now parking around the south of the bridge here, the blue team is going to have to hide behind the forest line to really make it happen. But basically, Squad 9, they're doing a fantastic job at just staying alive, making sure their rally point is safe, and just really having firefights going down here as the LAV-6 causes devastation to Squad 9, so good luck to him. But now that the LAV-6 from the red team has repositioned slightly away from the point, but well, now they're coming back, blue team, they're having a difficult time engaging against the majority of the enemy red team players on the western corner here, and now with the LAV-6 about to come in and cause a lot of devastation. Again, Team 82 on the western side, they have a good approach from the southwestern side, but the issue is like the spread thin away from their spawn point here, so they have to rely on rally points. And of course, they have their LAV-6 here, but it's just because it's really, you know, like we're talking a small squad here in the southwest, it's going to be difficult for them to push. They're in a really good position to make a southwestern hit, but it's just they just need more numbers there. And that goes for both teams. Even though red team do have full security on Scrapyard, they're getting threats from the southwest and the southeastern side. It's just everyone's spread thin right now. Again, with a 30 versus 30 match, it's really difficult to outmaneuver each other. With the mortars causing a lot of, you know, explosives and distraction up here on the western side, you know, the mortars, they really do a lot. Even though you only have one mortar operator, and you can see right here, the mortar is actually accurately marked by the enemy. The LAV-6 barely dodges the triple mines there on the road, going back for the repair station. The HAB has been accurately marked from earlier throughout the match, but looks like red team is going to focus on a different area and take out the HAB later. So overall, what we're looking at right now... Right now, the comms seem to be talking about the northern focus right now against both teams to try to get land control here. LAV-6 from blue team going back to the repair station, and then they'll roll out once again. The southwestern side, blue team, looks like they're unable to push at this moment right now. With the southeastern side, FOB looking A-okay with more people spawning here. They're going to try from a direct diagonal assault here. A straight line shot, but in the southwestern side, they almost had it, but, you know, it looks like the southwestern side push from the blue team isn't going to happen anytime soon. Red team, they're still focusing on the northern side. Special shout to Squad 9 up there for keeping everything busy. And yeah, Commander, special shout to Maybe Baby. He's coming around A-okay with a lot of, blue team members. Looks like a north to south push. It looks like this might happen. Looks like a north to south push will be the next assault that is attempted from the blue team here. Explosives happening very quickly around the northern side of the map. And you can see how fast the mortar operators operate. Like, they quickly reposition and start launching wherever they need to, depending on where their friendly infantry are more clustered at. As you can see, the blue team infantry are clustered more at the north side, so mortars get redirected to the northern side of the flag. And look at this is it. They're about to enter the flag point right now. Special shout out to Nicotine AI, along with team and squad here. Mortars now exploding the northeastern side of the point, with LEV-6 now backing them up from the southeastern side. UAV gets activated from the enemy commander on the red team side, and this is it. LEV-6, Gordon, and Jumbo are back inside the point, repositioning on the northeastern security line to stop the squad up from squad 1 in their tracks. Southeastern side, looks like LEV will get positioning over here, having a direct line of sight on the eastern side here. Being operated right now, Tap V, small vehicle. That's it. They're about to enter. LEV-6 now shooting. We have LEV-6 Team 82 along with Tap V on the eastern side of the map there, with Squad 1 being stopped in their tracks. With the first player entering the point right now, Kill Me, on the corner. Mortars coming out, Mamba and Maybe Baby. Commanders checking out the UAV for a potential airstrike from north to south right there. That is being launched by the red team. Majority of the red team now scrambling to spawn in the northern side, knowing that squad 1 from blue team is just right outside the corner here. Where's the LEV-6? The LEV-6 is on now the direct eastern side with the direct line of sight to the entrance of the flag point. That's it. The airstrike coming out. The artillery strike from Commander. Gonna try to wipe out shop once and for all. Holy cow. Oh, jeez. So what we're looking at is the commander from red team for full wipe is trying to launch an artillery from north to south on along the western front to prevent any Commander from red team has had enough of the western threats from the blue team, so they're going to launch it once and for all. Even though there's nobody, not really that many threats in this area, red team's going to make sure he completely secures that western side so he can full focus the rest of his team north and east, and of course southeast against the incoming blue team. Now with that artillery strike, majority of the red team is now spawned directly on the point, focusing more people on the north side, completely wiping out squad 1 in the forest here. LEV-6 from the blue team is still on the eastern side with the direct line of sight, shooting from a little hilltop advantage right there, and with the mortar explosives causing some threats to the northern side of the HAB. LEV-6 from the red team. As long as the LEV-6 stays inside this point, this flag should hypothetically be okay against any infantry threats. But the LEV-6 from the red team has to keep maneuvering and moving around the flag, or else the mortars will pinpoint his position and launch explosives on him. Such shout to Wart here, Team 82 operating solo vehicle 50 caliber, looking down from the hilltop onto the point, along with LEV-6 now taking a hit from the hat nearby in a lat. That shot probably came from Marcy Maiden there. As he comes out, has to go back for repairs, health less than 50%. Special shout to Land Knight as well. Thanks so much for being here. Hope you're doing good. More explosives happening on the point right now. Overall map flow is as follows. Commander from blue team operating the drone to try to get intel along the northeastern side to provide more intel security along the eastern side to provide that needed opportunity for a north to south push. Likewise, at the same time, looks like we do have a few blue team players on the southwest here, but it looks like this push isn't going to happen anytime soon. UAV from red team is still active here, so the red team commander is able to know if the blue team is going to try to attempt another southern flank or not. The good news for both teams is that their LEVs are still active. They just got to make sure they repair them and then get them back in the front lines. So at this point, your question is, okay, where's the next assault going to happen? Which direction? It's hard to tell. It's hard to call. But at this time, it looks like they're going to attempt a sandwich maneuver from north to south and a south to north now. No longer a western flank because there's really nobody here at this point. So really, blue team, it looks like they have more of a security now. They're getting inching closer and closer to the point in the southeastern side. So once that LEV-6 gets back up and operational from Team 82 side, they're going to make a hard push. Full flag control at Scrapyard with a lot of devastation and mortar explosives happening in the northeastern side. That is being launched from your good friend Cypher here, direct north. So you can draw the line here. You can see Cypher is launching directly at them in the northeastern side to alleviate pressure to allow Squad 9 and 1 to make an assault. So I want to highlight something real quick. Blue team also has the advantage of their TAP V next to their Lab 6 over their double vehicles with machine guns, able to shoot into the point. Cypher, he's really carrying the team with the mortars right now, launching to the northeastern side to allow blue team squad 1 and 9 to try to make a north to south push again. With that being said, red team knows that the focus for the blue team is coming from the north side. So you can see, even though Scrapyard is in full control from the red team, they're sending more people to spawn in the north side to try to focus here. Now, with that being half the team up on the northern side, red team, they're going to leave an opening on the southwestern side here, which gives the opportunity for the vehicles to support a potential south to north hit there. Red team is aware of that. I want to highlight that too. Even though the southwestern side, you can see on a direct horizontal, blue team can make a trickle in from the south to north like that. Red team, they are aware that they cannot leave their openings off the southwestern side. So you can see a couple red team players are kind of focusing visuals along the southwestern side here. So there, you can see all the marks and callouts going around. Even though you barely see any players around, you only see like a couple stragglers around here. One player is enough to literally give a crucial intel for the red team here. DOD, full wipe, the hat, trying to figure out where the Lab 6 is at. Lab 6 is now operating right now, mobilizing from the southeastern side of the flag on the main road, main path line to support the infantry inside the forest right now. Remember, the visibility in the forest is going to be a bit tough, especially for maneuvering through many of these trees. So the visibility for the 50 caliber gun and the LEV-6 gun is going to be pretty tough. The hit comes out right now. LEV-6. Both teams trying to really scale each other out right now. LEV-6 pulls out. Not in a good position right there. He's aware of that, so he has to pull out. Especially with hats and lats hiding in the forest right now. There's too many openings for these hats and lats hiding behind like multiple layers of trees to make a shot in the LEV-6. So good thing the blue team pulled out of that. So right now, what both commanders are trying to think is like, where can we make the assault now? LAV-6 red team is still directly parked inside the point right now. Mortars being operated by Cypher along this diagonal between both FOBs to try to buy blue team commander enough time to try to strategize, okay, where are we going to attack next? But, you know, like I mentioned, blue team is going to have to act fast because the blue team squad 1 and 9, even though they have fresh rally points up here, they're keeping it busy, but the exhaustion is going to come up to them, and eventually red team, they're actually, you can see red team here spawning on the northern side. They're going to try to send people further north away from the point to try to eventually push out layer by layer to completely wipe out the spawn points for the blue team up here. So we're talking probably 5 minutes where red team might be struggling right now with the rallies. If blue team, if they can at least get something going on the southwestern side, that'll alleviate pressure for blue team here to make a push for a sandwich maneuver into the flag. Ticket counts as follows: 96 to 120, full wipe leading by around 25 tickets right now. So far looking so quiet. Does red team have any mortars in place? Of course, their FOB is active, but they don't have the ammo to make a mortar assault. No, actually, I lied. I spoke too soon. The logistics truck is dropping ammo supplies to the point. So based on this, of course, it'll reload the ammo for all the players and the vehicle. And the mortars right there actually being operated. And it's accurately marked. That's launched by Campio here. Campio is now operating new mortars in the western side corner of the complex. Right here. Very nice positioning. But he's already been marked by his friendly Shunya there. But so far so good. Campio is launching direct southeast to try to hit nearby enemy blue team squad 2 here. Nope. They found him. Special shot to Campio. LAV6 still in the point right now, circling around, making sure they do not stay parked and stationary, or else the mortars will drop on top of him. Down here to the southeast, the FOB from blue team is not being attacked yet. They're safe and sound for now. So you go ahead and check out the explosives where they're all happening at. Red team is now sending more people spread out throughout the forest. So I kind of want to highlight something real quick here. Even though the mortars are causing a lot of devastation for both teams right now, both teams are making sure to spread their infantry out more wide. You can see about 4 red team players already spread around the point. They're not sticking close together, knowing that if a mortar drops on them, all of them will die. So as long as they're all spread out, they can get wide coverage. That's typical infantry tactics. And then on the western side here, blue teams are really trying to make a flank here, but they don't have enough people. And over here, Campio from red team now launching against the blue team here. And it looks like he just got wiped out. Very crazy hit right there. Campio, he tried, but at least he got a couple shells in. But the mortars, I don't know how they found him from there, but they found him. That probably came from the Lav 6, marking where the mortars are coming out from, because as the mortars explode, you can see the the smoke thing as the mortars go and detonate. So the LAV6 are definitely one of the blue team members here, got direct visuals in Campio, and from that they asked, mortar operator Cypher to launch against him. So that was a very quick intel maneuver in favor of blue team. Looks like the LAV6s are engaging right now. Who will win? Blue team wiped out by Jumbo. LAV6 red team dominates that battle. Nice try from the blue team as red team here goes back to the rep station to reload some of their ammo and any potential damage they have received. The repair station is in the corner right there, along with the radio and the hab in the next room. Very nice try to the blue team here as we go ahead and see how blue team is going to recover from this. Overall, how are we looking? Blue team looks like a single squad remains here on the northern front, still keeping it busy. It's been like this for the entire round. On the southwestern side, completely wiped out. Blue team's gonna have to push back to the nearby the hab to try again. Red team, they already sent a small squad here, taking a lot of devastations here as they try to push out southeast away and closer to the blue team FOB to receive less threats. And now we have here commander from blue team has now launched an artillery strike number 2 directly on the point. Going up here, we're about to see, it's a direct airstrike artillery mortar fire on the northwestern corner. Ah! It's looking hot. Second shell about to get launched right now. Special shout out to blue team commander for launching this. Jeez. Like I mentioned, once the artilleries go down, that gives the blue team the opportunity to utilize the explosive distraction to try to push in from south to north. The north side, like I mentioned, squad 9 and 1 from blue team. With the explosives happening directly on the point, blue team's going to have less pressure up north and now allow them to reposition, get into a safer position to make a north to south hit. Going up here to the northern side, LAV6 mobilizing to the north side to try to wipe shop against the blue team. Blue team, we do have a small squad, squad 4, flanking from the western side now, going up the hill, up the rocks to engage and hit the red team members on top of the hill on the northern side. Up here, blue team, they're really far out, but they're keeping it busy on the northern side, taking a lot of trade for trade fire. The LAV6 support coming on the north side there. Jumbo and Gordon now going to reposition to the point here. As we check out the map, how's the blue team maneuvering? We're about to see a sandwich maneuver right now. Squad 1 here, reposition on the eastern side once explosives, and squad 1's going to make a hit from the eastern side. South side as well, squad 6 and 2 coming in from the south, coming in to the north. Explosives supporting the blue team members as they make a push here from squad 4, but looks like they're getting wiped completely out there from that. On the south side, how are we looking? Alfred wiped out. We have a small vehicle there, operated by Pack and Elegija. Bypasses some of the blue team surviving players up there on the south side. Looks like he's going straight for the hab. Bypasses the hab. Nukatuk holding down the building. Oh! Rocket comes out from the southwestern side. Special shout to Brain. The Merc took a good hit from the behind of the small vehicle. Vehicle scrambles back to the repair station in the northwestern corner right there. Going to make a right turn. Explosives coming out on the southeastern side. How are we looking now? LAV-6 parked on the northeastern side, providing security for Maybe Baby, the commander. Looks like he might be not stuck, but he's holding that hilltop and now going back into the point. 16 minutes left, 60 tickets to 101. Full wipe, leading by 40 tickets. Team 82 still unable to make a push on the scrapyard right here. Squad 9 getting wiped completely. Almost on the northern side. Infantry versus infantry. Squad 9's rally point is about 300 meters away on the eastern side, so he's going to try again and try to keep more stalemate battles here. Squad 1 now inching closer to the point in the northeastern side, getting a full engagement by double squad's red team on the northeastern corner there. Lab 6 and Tap V vehicles providing full security directly on Scrapyard with the fresh repair station on the western side. And double squads, blue team here, trying to make a western flank here. So right now what we're looking at is they're going back to plan A, going back to the southwestern hit, eventually turning up north. Well, like I mentioned, with full wipe, double vehicle, full security on Scrapyard, it's going to be a difficult push, especially with the vehicles parked in here, driving around in circles, and also making sure this northern side is kept away, you know, from the blue team approach here. So defense for red team for full wipe, full solid security, but blue team has solid flanking maneuvers. As we check out this area right now, looks like we have a horizontal south to north push with the players on the south here, just really trying to get an upper hand advantage and good maneuver against each other in the forest, with mortar support coming in from Cypher on the southeastern corner here. As we go into the front lines to check out how everyone's doing, medics doing their jobs, patching people up, Alfred trying to, you know, go around for a wide flank around the forest. You can see a lot of the red players already near within his vicinity right there. Alfred takes out a player, takes out Puri from the tree line, continuing up north, taken out by Lynx from the left side there with a headshot. So you can see, with all the trees around, it's going to be very difficult. A lot of trade for trades, but the good news is that the mortar support is coming immediately from Cypher, exploding against Lynx there. Team 82 is going to have to patch each other as fast as they can to try to make a good hit right there. Shunya wiped out with fresh mortar support, again coming from Cypher up there with Nukatuk on the rooftop, providing any intel visuals into the point. LAV-6, Jumbo and Gordon going for the repairs with the fresh UAV activation on the eastern side, launched by Red Team's commander. Squad 9, as you can see, he's up here busy, but he's doing a good job holding it. He's been doing that all around. On over here to the eastern side, Red Team commander is going to try to figure out if he should launch another airstrike to the eastern side, which I think he will. He's probably going to do a north to south to try to lock up the east to south here. The last 10 minutes we have seen blue team has focused a lot on the north and the south flank for a sandwich approach like that. So my next guess is red team is going to just launch the next one to the eastern side, knowing that the western hit has been wiped against the blue team. Even though squad 7 and 4 from the blue team are trying once again for a southwestern flank, we're really talking like less than 5 players causing threats. So red team, the commander, he's thinking if he needs to prioritize resecuring any type of front, he's going to secure the eastern and the southeastern front. Dumadov, Dr. Tiz, I'm Banzu. Good to see you guys. Welcome to the stream. 12 minutes left into the match, 42 tickets, minus 1 per minute. Ticket gap 50, full wipe, red team leading by 50 tickets. On the south side, you can see all the marked callouts for the team here with explosives coming out, fresh repair station with full points right there. They're running low on ammo, but they should be getting the supplies coming soon. We do have Khalil right there from the blue team, like literally holding main base down to try to give any, you know, visual intel to the team, and also maybe to engage and intercept any logistics trucks coming by the main road for logistics supplies. Ammo is now run out. The mortar operator will no longer be able to operate the mortars for the time being for the red team. Blue team, they do have 3,000 ammo points to operate from. So good news for them. So blue team's going to be, as long as it can maintain the mortar fire, red team's going to have a difficult time trying to hold the edges as blue team kind of clusters around the south side here. Overall, what we're looking right now, the last about 11 minutes into the match, looks like the south side blue team, Team 82, is finally able to spread themselves closer to the horizontal within less than 50-meter distance to the flag perimeter here. So within about 3 minutes, we're about to see a full-out south to north hit directly into the flag point. If this LAV-6 can hold the point from red team along with the TAP V support, they should be able to hold him out just a-okay. It looks like Commander red team has decided to launch it, then refocus the effort to wipe out shop in the forest to the south side here. Like I mentioned, Commander had to choose between east or the south, and looks like he has now chosen the south. That's it. The explosives now coming out shortly in about 30 seconds. Maybe 20. Question to the chat. How would you make this approach from a blue team perspective to try to overtake the point? This airstrike, artillery strike, will wipe out all the players from the red team. Sending down a reporter right now. So I'm here with the team here. First explosive's about to happen right now against the blue team, Team 82, from the red team commander here. We're in a really bad spot directly on top of the explosion radius, but if this works, it'll really force the blue team to make a focused effort assault on the northern side. It will wipe him out. They are directly in the line of sight right there. The Merc, Brain. We're gonna get into... Oh, shoot. We gotta get next to the Merc. Merc and Brain and Hockey, they realize they're in the explosion radius. Get out of there! Hockey took a damage from that. He's bleeding now. Along with Brain. They're low health. They're running out of there as fast as they can. Nice save. The Hat and the Lat users getting out of the explosion radius. HHH. Wiped out. Nice save on that. The Lat and the Hat users over there on the eastern side running away as fast as they can away from the point there. As the explosives from Red Team Commander locks out and resecures the southern flank here. But with that being said, how's the north side looking? Looks like Squad 1 still about the northeastern side, about to make a push directly to the point here. Squad 9 looks like he's going to have to start from scratch again. Got wiped out on the northern side. But at least Red Team knows that he has at least 5 minutes Red Team Commander now knows that he has south side security, so he has a couple minutes knowing that he can redivert some of his forces up north to try to wipe shop against Squad 1 blue team there. On the southwestern side, Squad 4 and Squad 7, they're trying to make a focus right now. Even though Squad 4 is a small squad, he's going to try to trickle and try to cause some devastation here. But like I mentioned, as long as the red team vehicles are active, LEV-6 and the TAP V around the map, blue team's going to have a difficult time trying to make a push here, because eventually LAV-6, he goes for repair and then eventually he parks out here, boom, 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 and it resecures the point. So this LEV-6 is a clear threat to the blue team right now. Jumbo and Gordon, they're going out, leaving the western end exit right there. Going to try to shoot against Squad 4 from Team 82. The Hats and Lats, are there any Hats and Lats nearby? There is. Solo, Team 82. Will he take the shot? Looks like he's not going to take the shot. Oh, he takes the shot! He takes a shot! Gordon and Jumbo hit from the behind. Now he's going up the hill. Are there any more Lats and Hats nearby? It is marked from Squad 7 here. Waldock, he's marking it. He's right on it. Second hit gets shot to the Hat and the Lav. Destroyed. As we inspect the area, full wipe. They do have the infantry support, but is the vehicle still alive? They're going to repair the vehicle. Jumbo's outside. Gordon, they're trying to repair the vehicle before it explodes. That's it. No mercy. Solo. Team 82 wipes out the LEV-6. Unbelievable. Solo. No mercy. He went straight for it. That is a decisive gameplay as Solo, Team 82, makes it out from the explosion range, coming from Cypher. Cypher's mortars backing him up as soon as possible. That is insane gameplay that we have just witnessed. The amount of coordination that just went down to make that happen. The intel coming from Squad 7 and the mortar fire. I just want to highlight real quick before we check out how the flag's doing. What we just saw Solo, he had full fresh rocket kits ready to go to shoot against the Lav. But at the same time, remember Cypher from blue team, from the mortar, up there at the blue team FOB at the south, he quickly launched to back him up over here to cause the explosions, knowing that the combat engineers and the drivers and the gunner of the vehicle are going to try to repair the vehicle. You saw it was flaming. Solo rushing up the the hilltop to get one last rocket in, kills it. And special shout to Squad 7 leader, because he was clearly right next to the vehicle, calling it out, marking it out for Solo to come in, and also letting Cypher, the mortar operator, know where to launch his mortars. All that happened within 10 seconds. That is how true teamwork coordination and tactics, that is how Squad is meant to be played like. Great teamwork there from blue team. Now, with that being said, how are we looking for blue team here? We are, holy camole, Squad 7 already on the northwestern side. We do have Squad 4 down here, getting a couple threats down here. Majority of blue team players clustered around northeast to the southeast. This flag is about to get completely engulfed right now from the blue team. Red team sending more focus on the western side here. 6 minutes left, 21 tickets to 70. This can go either way. Flag is still full security by full wipe, with blue team still trying attempt number 7 to try to get some security pushing from the south to the north. Squad 4 red team has marked intel here. That came from Squad 4. It seems that that's coming from Squad 4 full wipe. After he got wiped out, he marked out to his team, pretty much telling them, guys, they're coming in from the western side. Boom, 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 boom. And, just very quick, arbitrary marks there, just so the red team knows that, oh, shoot, we might be getting a western flank. And that is true. Squad 4, even though he's a small squad, that it's like, psychologically mess with the defense team, with the red team, forcing the red team to redivert players where they possibly don't have to. How's the north side looking? We have a TAP V operated by Khalil and Wirt about to engage against another TAP V on the riverside. The engagements are happening now. The call-outs are coming in. Sorry, the other vehicle's not a TAP V, it's just a smaller vehicle. That's it! Oh my goodness! No! TAP V has an advantage because it's not an open top turret. That's it, rocket comes out. Small vehicle engagement right now. Will he get back in the 50 caliber? He is! He's taking advantage of it. Oh, no, he gets shot out from the open top gunner of the Humvee. Blue team, is there any hat nearby? Solo, 82. He has utilized all of his rockets already to try to wipe out the lab from earlier. No! He has another rocket! He takes out the TAP V. That is Team 82 Solo. Extremely decisive gameplay right there. Wipes out both red team's vehicles. This is now with only 4 minutes left into the match. Solo might have changed the tide of this game, with both vehicles now confirmed no longer operational from red team, blue team, knowing that with both vehicles gone, they can now sandwich the flag, knowing that they won't be getting shot from those heavy machine guns from the vehicles. This is gameplay. I need to get Solo's autograph. This is so cool. Red team, they're still with Commander, maybe Baby, along with Combat Engineer Campio, the mortar operator from earlier, trying to hold down the western side, with Squad 2 blue team trickling in from the south side. With, of course, you can see multiple rallies around the point, especially with Squad 1 on the northeastern side. This is it. The teams will now initiate the push onto the flag. That's it. First two players here, Nicotine AI and Zywa here. The first players to finally enter the flag in 15 minutes. They are now in. This is it. With 3 minutes left, 17 tickets to 60. If they flip this flag, with only 3 minutes left, this can actually turn the tide of the game around. This will be a 60-ticket flip. Campio and Commander inside the building. If both of these players fall, this is it. Commander's about to get his engagements right now. First players are now in. Takes out Commander. They're calling for help. One down. Campio is down. Airstrike, A-10 strike. I mean, close air support strike coming directly onto the point right here. It's coming. Ah! Airstrike coming in to try to disable the HAB. The HAB has been disabled. Accurate hit on the HAB. Red team is in trouble. They are in trouble in the final 2 minutes of the game. This is insane. Blue team is now in. The spawns have now been disabled. Now having to utilize rally points. Team 82. Commander's out. Nuka-Tuck. No longer Commander. Hiding behind the corner right now. Wipes out. Nice save from MILF Hunter. Everybody's wiped down the HAB. HAB is now deactivated. Radio is destroyed. This is it. That gives blue team Squad 2 here, the opportunity to attack from south to north, along with Squad 9 and 1 up here. They're devastated up there. But right now, south to north, the assault is happening. -1 per minute, 12 tickets left. Less than 2 minutes into the match. Can they flip the flag? Flag is at 98% and falling with 97%. Blue team now capping the point. Great job to Team 82. Will red team be able to recover from this? Commander and everybody else inside the half point. They're down. They're not gonna lose. They're not gonna die and respawn. They're gonna hold their tickets to hopefully try to get revived by medic. Blue team, Team 82 now coming in once and for all. We try to save the point. 78% and falling up to neutralization right now. Mr. Slapboy is coming in. Rally's up there to the northwest. If this rally gets burned, this could be the last chance for the red team to hold the point. Good news, as the red team from squad 2 here, they still have their fresh rally points. Special shout out to Crush here. But blue team, they're going to try to trickle up north to try to burn any rallies and try to push out any incoming red team players on the northern front as they trickle back in to try to resecure the point. 63% and falling. 1 minute left. 11 tickets in squad 1 and 9 getting kept busy up here on the front lines here. Squad 3 now resecuring the point as well. Nikatok no longer commander, now going infantry as well, with Merc Brain securing the south side. Overall, what we're looking with less than 1 minute of the match right here. This is a very close maneuver. Blue team, double squad securing the point right now. With red team with only 1 rally point on the northern side, with squad 1 and 9 getting a lot of trade for trade shots on the north side. This round's going to end. And very nice turnaround from the blue team, Team 82, as we're about to end this right now in 30 seconds. This is gameplay. Vehicle positions as follows. LEV-6 no longer operated by blue team, knowing that they're low on tickets. The red team, both vehicles are down, and that's it. No more FOBs on the map. Blue team's FOB has been wiped out to prevent the ticket losses. That's it. With 10 seconds left of the match, 9 tickets remaining to 49. Blue team turns around miraculously at the end, never giving up. Former Commander Nukatok on the south side, and that's it. Game.
Showtime anyway.
Minor defeat. Canadian Armed Forces team full wipe win the battle by 48 tickets to 8 tickets. That's a 40 ticket differential. Scoreboard, have a good look at this. Ooh, there we go. Great job, great job. Looking at the timeline right here. How are we looking? Looks like you could see everything was about a linear trend going down here, but once vehicles started getting lost, the ticket differential got bigger and bigger. Both teams made sure to take out their FOBs respectively to prevent the minus 20 ticket deductions if they were to lose it against the enemy team. So very nice call from the blue team for taking out their own FOB at the last minute there to prevent the 20 ticket loss. But you can see a lot of the ticket differentials happen at the early match where the objectives were captured, and of course when vehicles were lost. The first 5 minutes of the match here, very critical, very crucial in deciding the tide of how the game goes. So very special shout out to both teams. Great job for a very well fought match here. It's just absolutely amazing. So we're gonna be on a quick 5 to 10 minute break here. So all good. So I hope everyone's enjoying the stream. Make sure to follow and subscribe for more epic streams. We have just finished the first round with a full wipe victory. Congratulations to them. And if you're just tuning in right now, my name is Socrates, your Shoutcaster. Great to be here once again for the International Master Squad Tournament. Special shout out to all the staff, all the organizers, all the teams, all the friends for helping to put together this tournament, for making it happen. And this match, even though it was a very long round and that we timed out, we have seen squad being played at the highest level. This is how squad's meant to be played. This is how it's supposed to go down. This is one of the greatest matches I've ever witnessed in my life. Again, very special shout out to Team 82 and Team Full Wipe for their remarkable gameplay throughout this match. We're going to be on a quick 5 minute break. Hope that you all enjoy your break. I'm going to get a quick drink of water. And again, thank you all for being here. Happy Sunday.
сейчас. Ничего, я пересаживаюсь.
All right, we are back. Let's go ahead and get started. We are now in the second round. A full wipe versus Team 82. So really strong focus here. I just want to highlight first round full wipe took the victory. And this round we're going to be on the full wipes team on the private military contractors to the east. Team 82 will be on the western side, coming from the Canadian side here. As you look around the map, you can see multiple move mark declarations straight to Scrapyard, surrounding it all around the perimeter with an FOB declaration directly on Scrapyard here. So we're about to see a similar gameplay from earlier. Looks like we have some focus marks to the southwestern side here. So the first round we saw multiple FOBs being set around the corners, eventually clustering to Scrapyard, and a lot of mortar fire going back and forth. A lot of map control contestation around the north and the south side here. So will we be seeing a similar gameplay? Maybe, but we shall see. Both teams have access to an LEV-6 along with small vehicles, the TAP V and a Humvee, as well as, of course, the transport truck and the logistics as well. As they say, logistics wins the game. Of course, teamwork makes the dream work. That's it. We're going to have a heavy focus around the circular point here. We're about to see the round happen right now. That's it. Vehicles now rolling out. As we go ahead to try to catch up with the vehicles here. Coming right here to the point. Both teams looks like one vehicle from the western side. Team 82 splitting along the northwestern side here, with the majority of the team from blue team going straight to Scrapyard. First engagement's about to happen with Team 82 small vehicle, the logistics trucks coming in from the behind as well. Small vehicles about to engage each other first, and what I love about this is we get map teleportation. Here we go. Interception about to happen now. Disembarking, it looks at the vehicle. That's the Logi. Full squad disembarks from blue team right here. Hat about to launch their first shot. Destroyed! First vehicle destroyed by a full wipe Dodd. Oh my goodness. What an opening. What a solid opener. Secondary vehicle destroyed by Impulse as well. Team 82. LEV-6 led by Gordon and Jumbo from last round, holding down the main point right here. But Team 82 activating an FOB to the western side with Squad 2 engaging right now to the south. Full wipe, putting their vehicle in the river right there as they come up. LEV-6 going to try to wipe shop there. No hats and lats nearby. Will the Lav 6 go to engage? Humvee looks like it will be destroyed. That's it. Vehicle destroyed. Full wipe loses one vehicle. Humvee down. LAV-6 Team 82 led by Suspect and Hockey here, doing a good job holding down the south line. But right now Lav 6 is going to engage. That's coming Jumbo right there, being marked by Squad 2 team member there. Scrapyard, fresh FOB activation coming soon from Commander on blue team there, with the FOB activation from Team 82 to the western side at a safer location. That's it. LAV-6 going to try to find the vehicle right now. Double vehicles here. Wirt and Suspect and Hockey going to stay inside the safe zone in the point here, making sure they get their foundation set. But Obawa, he's not going to let them have any peace of mind. He's going to shoot them from infantry side there. Onto the point here. Blue team full capping potential from Scrapyard area. Quad squad's about to engage in the northwestern hit right now from Team 82, coming in with Ziegel leading the line on the north front. Forest Industrial being capped to the east as well from FW team. The LEV-6 mobilizing closer to Scrapyard to the south side, staying away from the hat fire, or attempting to. HHH gonna try to open fire. The hat gets wiped out by blue team members here. Nice save on blue team to get the LEV support and the security as Jumbo moves along the eastern side.
Да.
The call-outs coming in from FW team.
Они на западе снова около реки уже играют. Мы держим.
What an opener. LAV6 north side coming in right there, led by Suspect and Hockey. Gonna try to provide the northern hit right here. We have seen very different tactics this second round from both teams. Very remarkable. Holy moly. Everything happened so fast at a blink of an eye. LAV6 gonna try to hunt down the other LAV soon. But Gordon and Jumbo playing a bit defensively right now to making sure they don't lose another vehicle. LAV holding up northern main bridge. Blue team wiped out on the northern side with this fresh rally point from squad 3 up blue team there. Hat is going to try to get close. That's Solo. The one that carried last round. He's going to try to get through the main bridge, try to get a clean shot on the Lav. The LAV now pushing out to the eastern side, away from the line of sight from Solo there. But Solo was in a really good position as a Hat player to engage once the vehicle comes back up along the western hit. Vehicle gets a hit right there. Soon. Explosives coming out. Mortars being operated. Raiders getting capped. About to get intercepted by Waldock here. Combat Engineer Khalil's going to try to get behind the blue team's FOB to try to set some combat explosives there. LAV causing a lot of devastation up on the northern side. Engaging up against the Lav 6 here.
Третий, просто играй фронт четвертым, толпой там.
They have marked the LAV 6 from squad 4. LAV is going to try to go back for a potential repair or maybe go for a back flank there. Mortars operated by Campio once again to the south, holding down the helicopter line here. Explosives near squad 4 where Team 82 is clustered at. Engagement's coming in soon. Explosives going on in and out, left and right there. Looking pretty hot. Vehicle destroyed against blue team. Nice hit with Hockey and Suspect there. Going to pull out before they get any engagements from any incoming Lats and Hats. None nearby for blue team. Solo still in position, ready to go to shoot down the Lav 6 over there to the northeast. Cypher from last round operating mortars on Team 82 side to the northeast over there with Commander Nicatuck there. Explosives happening right there, being launched. Overall map flow is as follows. We have just seen legendary opening gameplay with double vehicles taken out. Both teams there have FOB activation directly on point. FW advantage on Scrapyard. LAV6 going around northern side. LAV6 on the blue team side, of course, clustered nearby Scrapyard. FOB activation from Team 82 on the western previous flag here with a safe maneuver with most of the cluster happening. The battlefront has mainly shifted to the southwestern diagonal where Scrapyard and blue team, they're spreading themselves from this point here up to this point here on this diagonal. Tug-of-war in this point. Red team, they have a solid foothold on their FOB activation here with the mortars being operated by Cypher here, or sorry, I'm blanking out. Operated soon. But basically, you see the majority of the red team is now spawning here with Commander. Well, from here, they're going to have to go on foot. Possibly where Solo is here as a Hat, going through the bridge and to hit this flag here. Scrapyard, 76% almost fully capped by blue team FW. Multiple explosives coming out from the mortar operator Campio here along the western side where the helicopter marks just got marked over here to lock it out against squad 2 here from the west. And it's really effective. So what we're seeing right now, of course, once Solo, the Hat, sees the blue team LAV6, he's going to launch it from here or here. Red team, they're trying their best along the northwestern corner in the forest. They have to go uphill hill here, but unfortunately they are getting hit by the blue team's mortars up here. So really solid security. Once the FOB already got activated at Scrapyard, they got the mortars up ASAP, pounding, boom, 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 to lock out the blue team, Team 82, from making a northwestern assault to the flag. Going down here. Oh, I love teleportation. So, up here, this is where we're looking. Commander's inside the building. Cypher operating the mortars in the corner back there where the pipe is. With the TAP V operated by Wirt, the solo vehicle. So far so good. Full control right now from the blue team. In the point with Lav 6 operating their LAV 6 over there. A lot of the battle tide, as we can see, now we're seeing a focus up in the northwestern corner, Battlefront northwestern corner, along with the southern corner here, where both teams are simultaneously trying to make a push to either get an upper advantage against each other. Remember, once Scrapyard is capped by the blue team is in every right to start pushing towards the next flag. Will they do that? We shall see. But right now, both teams are trying to make sure they outmaneuver each other, both through infantry and also through mortar fire, to pretty much hold them and stop them in their tracks, to allow the vehicles to try to make a flank and shoot them with the machine gun. And then from there, the infantry can start pushing in and having more map control. Blue team, you can see double squads, squads 2 and 4 already closer to the northwestern side, locking out squad 3. On the south side, double squads here, spread about thin here, but they're at least holding down the main front here. You can see the mortars coming out and exploding and stopping Team 82 in their tracks right here. It's kind of getting the POV view. You can see Lynx's POV on this bottom right corner here. A lot of trees, a lot of visibility issues for him, but he's doing good. Going up here, we're getting a lot of focus on the rocks as blue team tries to get hilltop advantage on the rocks. Wiped out by Kanyaz. Dopamine coming in right now, Team 82 on the bottom line. Looking up the hills, hard to see through the trees, but he's doing good. Mortars redirected towards the northwest against Team 82 right there, being launched by your friend Campiel to the west. UAV activated by Team 82 against the blue team here to try to figure out where their FOB is and try to get better intel. Kianyaz pulling the miracles right now against Team Full Wipe on top of the rocks. Red team, even though Nicotine is down, and Dopamine as well, Kianyaz can still pull the miracles against the blue team FW. Mortars exploding further up to the northwest where the rally point is at, but not hitting much people. That's Squad 2's rally in the river. But it looks like with blue team sending in about 6 more players, they're about to wipe shop against Kianyaz. Kianyaz gets wiped out. Nice try to him. Going down here to the southwestern side here, looks like blue team is going to initiate industrial cap. Trying to get closer to point, but they're going to have to engage against Wirt. Is there a hat or a lat nearby to engage? Yes, there is. Dodd might take advantage of that. Takes a hit against Wirt. Wipes out the driver from Team 82. Nice shot from the hat. Coming in right there. Commander's going to be in trouble shortly as he tries to get back into the point here. Going to engage at the main wall. Takes out Shunya. Nice save from Commander. Team 82 Nikatok right there. We're going to get into his POV. As we inspect what's going on, vehicle destroyed by Smog. Tap V no longer a threat as the team here, Team Full Wipe, moves into the point. Initiating the cap at Forest Industrial. They're going to initiate the cap and the flag is going to start coming down. Commander and Medic is still alive. Ipon is going to have to back him up from the northern side. If both the red team players fall, this flag will start coming down. Inside the point right now as we get into his POV. Jeez. He's on the radio going to dig it down. As we get under the flag point, what are we looking at? Hab is in the southern corner here. Radio's in the next room. Being dug down by the hat player. It's looking hot. Ticket count Full Wipe 226 to 197. Ticket gap about 20 tickets. Ipon's going to try to save the day right now. Getting inside the point. He's going into the Hab. Ipon saving the day. Double kill. Will he be able to get Smog, the hat? Going room to room. Smog now going up the second floor. He's patching himself up. He is bleeding. Overall map, how are we looking? Last blue player survivor there. Red team trying to close shop. Resecuring the area. So check out the flag. UAV still activated. So far, so good. Logi truck driver down as red team trying to make a flank to the south. North side looking hot. Wiped out. Full security. That's it. Explosive going down right there where the radio's at. Radio is on bleed out now. Sorry, not bleed out. Explosive has just occurred. That is the repair station getting damaged. Remember, radio's A-okay for now, but they're going to have to go repair that very soon. Nice save from the LAV-6. Going back here to the northwestern security line. How are we looking? The Rock's little stalemate with multiple explosives happening right now being launched. Mortar operator from red team, Team 82, no longer operational with blue team Campio. Now relaunching mortars to the southwestern side here, focusing a hit on industrial. Nice save at that. As we inspect about what's going on right now, we saw a close call from Full Wipe about to overtake the Hab to the south and initiate the flag cap at industrial to the south. But nice save from red team from Team 82 and with the LAV support and along commander and all the other infantry defending that point. Northwestern side, red team is still trying to focus an assault. Team 82 assault on the northwestern side. Likewise, the blue team Full Wipe holding down full security on the northwestern side with mortar operator and an FOB directly in the point. First airstrikes are about to occur very shortly, especially with that UAV activated. Once red team's commander gets himself settled and resecure, he's going to launch the first airstrike within the first 10 minutes of the game here. Northern side looks like majority of the blue team players are focused on along the northern side here. So the battlefront has now shifted. Red team, knowing that the blue team has slipped behind them to actually take out one of their tap Vs and almost take down their Hab. Red team, knowing that they have to shift a couple more players on the defensive on Team 82 side, which is going to pretty much no longer make the southwestern diagonal a battlefront line. The battlefront line has now only shifted to the northwestern side with the majority of blue team players spawning nearby Hab and holding down the north line. So as of right now to the south, nothing much happening because red team is going to redirect the defense to the south. Going up here, we have a LAV engagement right here. Where's my camera? There it is. Solo. Oh, he was about to get the shot in right there with his hat kit, but Mamba just saved the LAV. Gordon and Jumbo now going back to main to try to get some potential repairs over there. Campio getting hit by the mortar operator over here. So great hit from Cypher. He launched directly towards Campio to shut him down. So these mortar operators, they're taking it personal now. They're hunting each other. You can see Campio getting a direct shot from Cypher's mortars from red team. He gets wiped out, but eventually what's going to happen now is now that his position has been known, the mortar might get reset at a different corner of the flag and they're going to try again. Northern side, red team doing a really good job holding a lot of threats on the top of the rocks here. On the northern side, Squad 3 getting small engagements from Squad 8, Team 82 there. Hats and Lats all positioned along the southern side, ready to engage against any vehicles coming in. As we go ahead and teleport down here to check out what's going on. The Lav 6 doing A-OK, trying to get into the repair zone, repair station in the south building there in the corner. They're doing okay. They did take a small shot from a rocket earlier, but they should be A-OK to be rolling out very shortly. Engines, their wheels. What I love about this mod is it shows the health of their wheels there, so you can see it's looking pretty good. They're repairing very fast. Red team, Team 82, trying to make a small flank on the eastern side to try to get behind the flag to the east. Will it happen? We shall see. Mortars being operated. Ooh. It's in my camera. Hang on, let me fix that. Okay, we're back. So what's going on right now is that, of course, northwestern side, you can see all the multiple casualties going on in the northwest, along with the marks. But the blue team still has full security at the point. Even though there's a lot of noise up on the northwestern side, blue team still has it A-OK. On the southwestern side, red team has full security as well. But they're about to get some threats shortly from the southeastern side. Not many players from the blue team going for the assault for the next flag because, again, only 30 versus 30. Everybody's spread thin. Everybody's trying their best. But right now on the south side, got a bunch of hats and lats ready to go to engage up against each other. But right now, both teams, knowing that with how fast everything's moving, they have to shift battle tides every like 2 minutes. So, but right now, the Northwest has been a consistent battlefront for both teams, because one thing, you're probably wondering, why do you keep hitting the northwestern side? Because the northwestern side is on top of a hill. You can see the rocks and the elevation difference. If you can get the upper hill advantage here, it'll be very easy to either defend or to assault the flag. So blue team, they understand that, and also the red team, they understand that very well. So both teams are trying their best, along with utilizing mortar support against each other, to try to get that hilltop security. Kianya's really pulling the gameplay right now against the blue team, keeping his gun out, less than half health. His screen is getting dark right now because of how low his health is. Gets double teamed from both sides. He didn't stand a chance there, but he tried his best. Going up to the flag right there. Full security from full wipe as well as we teleport down here. Squad 5 about to have an engagement right now from the red team here. Team 82. Again, it's a lot of trade for trades in this forest. Again, we're only talking about 3 versus 3 players, but still, you can see a lot of threats happening as both teams go for the engagements right now in these tree lines. Visibility is an issue. The shadows are turned off. If we turn on shadows locally, it makes this map even more complicated to traverse on because of how low the visibility is for both teams. The hat, the Lat, the Alfred, he's ready. Try to look for the LAV6. The LAV6 is more focused on the eastern side with Gordon and Jumbo here. Commander, maybe baby. Still trying to figure out how to resolve the northern conflict here with the battle tide shifting further down to the southwest. If both of these teams here, if they can hold this down past the western side of this main road, it'll make it'll make it almost difficult for a blue team to make a push to the next flag. LAV6 now mobilizing it on the western side here. Looks like they're going to try to move towards the western edge to try to hold that security. North side looking A-okay so far. On the eastern side, you can see Squad 4. He's holding it down. Does he have a rally point? No rally point nearby, but he's trying to figure out how to sneak behind. Andy right here is trying to figure out how to kind of make a flank to try to distract blue team's commander, but LAV6 might be able to find him very shortly there. As we go down to the point here, how are we looking? We do have a couple Squad 7 members from Full Wipe. Going to make a flank on the point here as we go ahead and teleport to see how these players are doing. Lat is in between them right there. Dodd. Squad 7, who we're observing right now, they're calling out the call-outs as they move in, trying to get to the point here. LC Arcontos, I know him. Looks like Smog is in the area right now. Commander's in trouble. Hab is coming back up right there as we go into the POV to see what is going on here. A lot of devastation. Special shout out to Rose. Smog gets wiped. Ipon about to die right there. The Hab looks to be A-okay. The Hab is now back up and operational. Multiple people spawning in soon. Western, south side here are condos from OC, Medic. Right next to Cypher, the mortar operator. Keeping his head low. They're calling it out. Any airstrikes coming soon? Not yet. Squad 4 and 6 going for an eastern flank behind maneuver. Recontos really being very careful of how he goes around this flag. Blue team members, Dodd coming in right there. Will he take the shot against suspect? Not yet. More red team players spawning into the point right here. LEV6. No lats and hats nearby. Khalil about to engage against Ntuzu right here. Have a quick look at that. Will we see him? Misses him. Ensu. Shot. Looks like the blue team unable to make a push here. Crisscross wiped out. Red team. Majority of the team now spawning here right here. Full point security. Red team. Nice save on that, but fresh. Ooh. We have an explosive mortar down here being launched by the commander from blue team here from Full Wipe. Gonna try to wipe out the 3 players here. The Mur, Team 82 players. As we go ahead and check out the situation, that is an accurate artillery strike hit. being launched by the blue team from full wipe here. Full wipe, full security of the point. Trying to make... It looks like they're about to wipe shop completely on the northwestern side here. Squad 8's going to have to try again from the Team 82 rally to try to head up north. But it looks like, really quickly, I want to highlight, northwestern battlefront has now fallen. Battle tide is now shifting towards where the artillery strike from blue team is being launched at. Red team going a bit on the defensive now because knowing that there is a rally point from blue team here, where they're going to be taking some western flanks, they're going to have to shift the battle tide now back to the southern line here. Observing the explosives at the area, LEV6 now mobilizing from blue team on the southern side, exploding right now, wiping shop against Brain, the merc there, and the secondary player is now dead. LEV6 going in for the flank. What's going on here? Team 82 to the south, that is a hat. Will he launch it? Nope, he has no line of sight right there. LEV makes it out safe and sound from blue team, going back to the east right here, but mortar support as well. Mortar support Campia launching directly to the western side, holding down this battlefront with Squad 2 full wipe, holding security and pushing out Red Team once and for all. Squad 8 led by Team 82 Midnight here, very small squad. They're going to try their best to try to distract the blue team up north, but they don't have enough players to really make an effective push. But they might get lucky. They might get lucky. The LAV6 now pushing down to this area here, pushing back onto the point. That's Gordon and Jumbo once again. Point is A-okay for now. The Hab is inside the building. Mortars now being shifted by Campiel down to the southwest. Gonna launch directly on top of the point here. Mortars back operated by Cypher in the same spot. Will Campiel launch it on his position? Yes! Cypher is getting direct mortar hits right now. So I'm here with Cypher behind me. Campiel is launching mortars against Cypher. Will it launch? Jeez, Cypher knows that he's being targeted by the other mortar user from Team FW. But he's not going to let that scare him. He's going to still launch his mortars to help his team. He's a brave man. Going up here to this, the northern side here. Vehicles being operated. Logistics truck trying to get the supplies up to the area. Will Dodd engage and destroy the Logi? This is a critical logistics truck. He has full line of sight. Destroys the logistics truck. Oh my goodness. FW Dodd. Game-changing, game-saving maneuver prevents the logistics truck from getting to Forest Industrial, but that's not going to stop them. Forest Industrial still has 3,000 ammo points for the mortar operator and all their teammates to reload their ammo. But that was a super effective hit. Going up here now to check out the area. Squad 8 Midnight trying to engage a few enemy blue team players here. As we go into his POV, he might be able to get a kill. He's looking up right here. He knows there are FW players nearby. He has been seen. Cross. Will he get the shot in? They see each other. He's watching. It's getting called out. Grenade comes out. Dodges that. He has 3 players nearby Squad 8. Sergeant Scape wipes him out from the southeastern side. UAV activated by Team 82 against the blue team here. Airstrikes coming in soon. Looks like the battlefront is now shifting back to the western side here as we observe what's going on. Squad 1 from... Oh, I keep knocking my camera over. Okay. So, what we're dealing with here is the battle tide is now reshifting. Red team's going to try to push it out more to the north over here where my hand is at. Red team, they're sending a couple of red team players to try to wipe out the rally point from the blue team here. So good call for the red team to send people out here to no longer get threats from the blue team on the western side. So once red team, Team 82 resecures the western side, they can refocus the battlefront again back to the diagonal in the southwest of Scrapyard here, and of course get the support that the red team players need here, utilizing Cypher's mortars to back them up here. And looks like they're going to try to shift a bit closer, maybe not up to the northwestern rocks that we saw here at the upper hill, but maybe more direct west of Scrapyard. And both teams have to be very adaptable. Squad 7, red team now spawning on the south side with hats and lats ready to go to take out the LAV6 from the blue team. LAV6 from blue team is all the way up north right now. They're just going around A-okay. The Squad 2 getting close. Nicotine AI pushing in. Kill Me is already in the point. Unfortunately, Nicotine gets wiped out. But Kill Me is inside. That's the medic. Zywa holding it down. Shooting it right there. Takes out a player. Obawa. Team 82 is now threatening the flag now, forcing the blue team to now go on the defensive, with northern players slowly trickling back closer to the flag point. Squad 4 pushing in with Andy Cooper's right here. Main road going over here. Mortar operator about ready to go, ready for the support here to launch against the blue team. The good news for the blue team is that they do have their hab once again inside the point. They still have full security of the area. Red team, they're really pushed out, re-securing that northwestern side that I mentioned up on the hilltop, and that's it. Squad 4 and 8 mobilizing as fast as they can, with Squad 7 successfully spawning up near his rally point. Dodd, once again, the hat player, takes out Quime. He tries to get around and gets wiped out. Squad 1 going closer to the rally point and eventually to squash it. Red team mortars going to operate to the northern side here. LEV6 with full security. LEV6 about to get shot by the Latin hats from red team on the northwestern side. Solo, the hat, he's looking for him. As we go into his POV, we're going to track to see where he's looking at. He has his rocket out and ready. Ready to go, trying to launch against the LEV6. The LEV6 is going for the repairs at the southern side where the rep station is at right there. But once he gets out to the western side here with the mortars being launched by red team exploding in the northwestern side here, the hats and lats, team solo here from team 82, and holy camoli, red team has now launched an artillery strike near the explosion radius where the rest of his red team infantry players are here. Very risky maneuver, but he's going to make sure this boom boom bang is going to really secure the opening for red team to approach from the southwestern side. Squad 4 is already ready to go right there. This is going to be a very decisive gameplay. That LEV6 is going to be mobilizing very soon. Where is the music? Holy moly, team 82, no mercy on that. They're going hard with this assault. This is it. We're going to check out the engagements right now. We have a secondary hat nearby. That's Solo again. He has moved back to the main bridge. Majority of blue players on the northwestern hill. That's it. With the explosions about to happen very soon, red team is already ready with their hats and rockets. I'm here near Solo, about to engage the LAV if it ever goes into position on the western side. Likewise, red team, team 82, launching the artillery strike from northwest to southeast. We're calling it out. Campio, the mortar operator, is going to stay under shelter right now as the explosions happen. Going to cause a lot of devastation to the LAV and also all the infantry on the northwestern side. Overall map, you can see Squad 4 now mobilizing right now as fast as they can from the southwest along the southern side as well. The red team players, knowing where the explosion radius is at, they're already ready to go. Red team's already ready to go at the edge of the explosion radius. Once the explosions stop, the red team from the southwestern side will come in from a diagonal, along with Solo, Hat, and Squad 4. They're coming in from west to east. Great hit. Cypher launches mortars, effective mortars against the enemies right there on the top left kill feed. And that's it. Explosions are now ceased. Red team now going in with all their full force and might. That's it. The red team is now in the point. Will they flip this? Will they flip this? Mortar is now disabled. LEV6 coming in to back them up from the eastern side. Gordon and Jumbo, it's really up to them now. If they can secure the area for the security here. Takes a hit. They're going to turn really quick to where the rep station's at. They're going to hold their position and 360 that. Solo does it again. Takes out the LAV6 in favor of Team 82. Unbelievable gameplay. Team 82, solid hat player. Solo, the man, the myth, the legend. Blue team's going to be scrambling to spawn in their friendlies right now. As we can see, we have a full squad of red team about to cross the river from west to east here. Blue team spawning in triple squads directly on the point to try to spread themselves thin. But unfortunately, blue team has now just lost their LEV6, and red team, they're going to try to set more players from south to north as well. This battle tide has now shifted from southwest further up directly where the opening of the flag radius is. This is insane gameplay. Going back here to the southwest here. Mortar operator, our good friend Cypher, launching up to the northeast, causing explosions nearby the helicopter marks south side of the point. Eventually, he's going to redirect those to where the northwestern is to back up squad 2 and 8 as they approach him with double squads. Western side looks like the straggler player here, Team 82, Jasper. He's trying to make sure he squashes any enemy rally points from blue team here. Once he's clear here, he's going to move back to the east. And then this FOB right now looks like red team, Team 82, is no longer going to be getting any sneak assaults from the blue team. The battle tide has now shifted along a north to south line here. So with triple squads about ready, double squads here along one squad here to the south, what they can make a north to south push, hit it like that and hit it hard along with the support from the mortar squads, they might be able to start taking the flag at Scrapyard. Blue team, the good news is that they have now spawned the entirety of their team and spreading themselves all around the point right here. But the thing is, they're going to have to do that without any infantry support as well. Campio is going back on the mortars to try to launch and slow down the tracks of the enemy right here. If I were Campio, I'm thinking what he's thinking. Campio is going to try to launch close range mortars on this western side to lock them out and slow them down to allow the blue team from full wipe to try to send more infantry to trickle here and resecure the northwestern hilltop here. The battle is hot. The battle is hot. Team 82 is going really hard and really strong on the northwestern side.
Хорошо, я ровно юг играю, да. Бэк у нас вроде в порядке, я играю ровно юг.
This is insane. You can see the mortars are coming out. Who are those being launched by? These. If we draw a straight line trajectory up to this side, it looks like he's launching, red team's launching directly on an assault. Looks like if that's being operated by Campio, it's really hard to tell. Because those are actually the smoke mortars. It could be being launched by the red team, knowing that friendlies are here. They've at least launched smoke mortars to cover the visibility for the red team to allow them an easier push to the top of the hill. Blue team looks like they're clustering around the northern river line against Team 82 here, but you can see it's just a really big stalemate. Explosives coming out right here. Those explosives are coming from the red team, coming from Cypher as well. Campio is going to try to get a better positioning for his mortar. Looks like he's going to reposition his mortar up to the northeastern side here. That's where a fresh rally point is at. Yep, mortar's going to... Interesting. Yeah, he's going to try to... Campio's going to try to relaunch and reset his mortars on the northeastern side because his previous mortars on this side, it's too hot. And that's where you can see Team 82, red team's already overrunning the point. So good move on that. But Campio's going to be back up in action for FW side for mortar operations very soon. In the meantime, Commander and the rest of the team is trying to buy Campio enough time on the western front line. Of course, that's where the red team is already clustered and about to hit really hard at. And once Campio gets his mortar back up, he's going to start launching to the west. It's going to slow down the red team. Blue team pushes back hard, resecures the point. That's extreme tactics that we're seeing right now. Back up to the south point, full security, no threats from the blue team, so this flag is going to be A-OK, safe and sound for now for Team 82. On the south side, we have a small squad, Squad 7, trying to make a small flank with this rally point here. Going to try to maybe make he might do a wide flank. What we're seeing right now is like, you're probably wondering, okay, like, why doesn't the red team cluster more of their people, you know, to help them out here? Because they have a really good, strong foothold with the Battlefront here to make a push. What's going on over there? No, this is tactics. Squad 7, red team, they're going to try to make a small flank. Even with one player, if you sneak him into the back enemy lines and, you know, devastate any rally points or any, you know, like spawn points, and even at least call out intel callouts for the team, it's going to really change the tide of the game, especially when you have mortar operators to support you. Because basically what we're about to see here, if he successfully maneuvers around like a wide flank like this and possibly hits it from the east or maybe gets better visual intel to the south, Cypher here is going to just launch mortars, bang, 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 and then from there the red team has an easier push to the flag. So again, don't underestimate the small squads. We have seen last round and of course throughout this round as well that small squads are very deadly. Down here, looks like Team 82 still not, you know, they're not pushed out yet. They're doing A-OK, they're doing just fine. Grenades coming out to really cause a lot of damage up here on the top of the hill. Again, a lot of trade for trades. Ticket count 93 to 55. FW leading by 40 tickets with a -1 min per min right there. The Team 82 side because the middle flag has already been capped by the blue team. Going up here, having a quick investigation right here on the northern side of Hat Squad 2. Squad 2 and 8, red team rally points right here, ready to go for the red team, with double squads up on the northwestern side, ready for the assault to the east. You can see they're all lined up right next to the river, and they're going in right now. They have timed their maneuver, and now they're crossing all simultaneously to try to hit the northern point right there, going up to the top of the hill. The bad news for them is that red team, they do have a full squad already on top of the hill, ready to go to shoot down from a hilltop advantage right there, but they're going hard. They're staying behind the cover of the rocks, making sure there's nobody about to flank them. We're about to see an engagement right now. God, special shout out to him from FW. Nice shot on that. I was requested to give him a special shout out to God right here from FW, from his friends watching from the other teams. Explosives still happening right now on that northwestern side. Mortars being operated by Campio on the northeastern side, facing northwest against the hilltops there. Likewise, down here, counter mortars from Cypher launching direct north to the northwestern hill. Who will take control and who will hold the northwestern hill? A lot of casualties from red team here, but they're doing a really good job with 82 kill me right there at the edge, just trying his best to avoid the grenade fire, as blue team still has full control of the flag with their repair station to the south. The timer right now for the Lav 6, we're looking 3 minutes before blue team FW is able to reoperate that and get armor control, hopefully, throughout the map. South side, squad 5 is going to try a wipeout threat from squad 7 coming in from there. Looks like I mentioned, squad 7, the red team, they're unable to make a southern flank because they got wiped out from the smaller blue team squads here. But you can see the battle tide now shifting over here with mortar fires causing a lot of damage as we have double squads focusing the efforts right now. We can see we have one squad here going to make a southern bridge maneuver, eventually turning to the hilltops up here. Now taking a lot of explosive fire from the mortars from blue team. Likewise, secondary red team, Team 82 squad pushing in direct west to east, but they are getting shot from all the blue team clustered on top of the hill already. So this is going to be a very tough uphill battle for Team 82, but it's not impossible. Remember, Team 82 still have their mortar support as well, operated by Cypher on the western fob there. If they can get the mortars to launch accurately, red team should be able to push the top of the hill within about 15 seconds. LAV 6 for the red team. Not operational for now. Both LEVs are down for now, so we're only about to see infantry battle right now. Shifting down to the south side, we got multiple lats and hats trying to engage each other. We got brain down right there. And again, the southern front, it's looking pretty hot, but it's not too much as what's going on compared to the northwestern side, literally with the majority of the team and both mortar operators focusing their hits on that. And you can see Cambio, he's now launching mortar fire along the river line, knowing that that's where the enemies are at. You can even see him right there. He's launching a direct line of sight to the western side, north to south line here. And the thing with Campio, you really got to give him a special shout out. And the thing with Campio, he's super good at what he does. Where like he's so accurate, he's able to relaunch mortar targets within less than 10 seconds accurately where it's needed. So he's fast, accurate, and super deadly. Do not underestimate the mortar users in this match. Even though you only get one mortar to use, they're extremely, the mortar operators that they have enlisted in their teams are extremely good. Take notes, because this is top tier gameplay. LAV6 now back up in action from Suspect and Hacky. Operating on the northern side, will they start sending blue team hats and lats? Yes, they are. One of the lats, Mr. Sleepy, going to engage very quickly at that. We're going to go ahead and try to get into his POV as he tries to chase down the LAV6. Now pushing back to the western side. More explosives being launched by Mr. Cambio towards the western river. But good thing is Team 82, Dopamine, and Kill Me, they're not going to let that stop, and they're going to try to run away from the explosive, try to go up the hill. They're trying to focus on the objective. That's what they're really focused on. The explosives, remember, yeah, the explosives from the mortars are deadly, but if you let that distract you, you know, that's really bad news. And that's what Team 82 is really good at, not letting the explosives from the mortars stop them in their tracks, but to keep moving. And that's what they're doing really good at right here as they now approach the top of the hill and about to have more individual engagements right now. Mr. Sleepy, the lat, he's going across the river to try to figure out where the LEV is. Secondary lat, Mr. Snacky here, are going to try to help him out as well in case the lat misses the first time. The LEV6 now repositioning up in the northwestern side. They are, and the hat is going to try to chase him up as well. The callouts are coming. Accurate marks on the LAV6. The double hats, Mr. Fizzy and MLG Marcy coming in to try to tag team, to try to take him out. Will they have a line of sight? That is over 200-meter distance of a hit in between tree lines. If they shoot it from where their position is right now, it may or may not hit. But if it lands through the multiple layers of trees, this will be legendary gameplay maneuver that you're about to witness. LAV on the main road right now. Hats and lats. Direct line of sight. Ready to go on top of the rocks. They're about to launch it. Ticket count 86 to 29. FW leading by 60 tickets. LEV pulling out to the western side away from the line of sight of Fizzy and Marcy. Nice call on that. The drone being operated by Team FW, doing a really good job at calling out the positioning of the LAV constantly. Now it looks like Commander's going to reposition his drone to try to figure out any intel and industrial. 2,000 ammo points being operated by Cypher up here. Lat is getting close by Mr. Slapball. He has a good line of sight against the LAV, but the thing is the LAV is hiding behind the fence line. So once the LAV repositions, looks like he's about to go. Getting stuck in a tree. The hats, are they still there? One of the hats. MLG still in position along with Fizzy right there. Explosions causing a lot of casualties for red team, slowing them down their tracks. The infantry from Team 82 know that their LAV is going to be in trouble soon. The hat shot's going to come out. Slapboy might take the shot. To the left right there. One shot coming from Mr. Slapboy on the ground level. Will the hats launch? The hats are quickly scrambling to get in position right now. Slapboy gets wiped out, but gets a good shot at that. On the northern side, Snacky, Lat, he barely missed that. He was about to take a shot, but the LAV has moved into a safer position. Now moving back, looks like he's going to go back to base to repair and rearm, possibly back to the southwestern FOB here at the repair station. But wow, good move on that. If Team 82 did not push out, you would have been talking at least 3 different rocket users shooting at him simultaneously. Overall map flow is as follows. We do have a couple blue team members from the FW side going to start a southern battlefront here to pressure red team away from the northwestern side. Likewise, red team is still pushing full force efforts with the rally point nearby the river to try to get that northwestern hilltop. Likewise, blue team, FW, holding majority of their team members clustered to the northwest for that security line. Multiple hats and lats trying to engage on the LEV that is now pushed back west to try to go for the repair station. The good news for blue team is that they still have full control of the flag at Scrapyard, and their security is going pretty good. Now, what we have seen throughout this match is 2 battlefronts, the northwest and the southern battlefront. It's been a tug-of-war. This point pushes further out, this point gets pushed further against the red team. Likewise, if this gets pushed further here against the blue team, red team will start losing this one. So it's really like a clockwise, counterclockwise, simultaneous hit right there. But they're doing really good. Blue team has now launched Commander against red team here to try to resecure the southern battlefront with the secondary artillery strike to the south. As we pull up the cue music, only squad 1 leaders over there. The explosives are happening right now. Very effective artillery strike. Not too many people nearby, but it will cause Team 82 to kind of scramble for people to try to resecure the battlefront line here. Now the thing is, blue team, they don't have that many people on the southern side. Most of the clusters up here, they have a couple of blue team friendlies to cover this, but at least just barely enough to hold the battlefront to not get a southern flank from the red team here. But at least, with what 15 minutes left of the game, they might as well launch something and hope it sticks. SW wiped out right there. Nobody nearby. We have one threat from Team FW right here. Gordon, the operator of the LEV-6 from earlier, going to try to trickle in from west to east to try to devastate this FOB. Cypher is still operating the mortars northeast. Looks like triple squads from blue team still able to hold out the northwestern side. Helicopter marks marking the target and explosive radius from your good friend Cambio here. Now we're launching mortars to the northwestern hilltop over there. Going up here to re-teleport. Oh, Ipon might get hit by that. No, mortars are now over. Oh, actually hit Ipon a bit there. Going up to the northeastern side here, what are we looking at? Again, like I mentioned, the northeastern side has been such a big, tug-of-war as these players from both teams try to recontrol the hilltop. A lot of trade shots. The rally point still being operated by squad 8 and 2 here. Double rallies. So what we're looking at right now, you can see the hats and the lats. They're kind of getting ready on the northern side in case the LAV6 from red team comes back along the northern side. So the blue team is already ready to go with the rockets looking down the hill to shoot and engage. Likewise, blue team is starting to slowly push out the red team as red team relies on their 2 rally points on the western side to try to cross the river. But the bad news for the red team is that Mr. Cambio from blue team over there is going to launch mortars against them to stop them in their tracks. Even if they get through past the river, they will get stopped up here where the mortars are exploding from the blue team. And blue team already has a lot of players up here to just shoot down them. So it's just a really tough spot to push, but it's not impossible. All you really need is good positioning to dodge the mortars and, just get a good, behind shot against the blue team members to get an advantage up there. And it looks like the LAV6 is getting hunted right now by the lats and the hats. What are we looking at? Secondary shot coming out right there. Low health as we inspect their health right there. They're about 30% health as Fizzy tries to go and chase that down with God as well on the northwestern side, calling the callouts. Fizzy the hat, he's going to try to hunt it down, but he's too far out right now. No direct line of sight, but at least he's going to engage against Zingle right there. Takes out Zingle. Fizzy, even though he's a hat and, with the heavy rock on him, he still has his gun out ready to try to save the day. LEV goes back to the western side. Looks like he's going to go back to the repair station. And looks like the threat from earlier with Squad 9 here got wiped out by Commander Squad. So Forest Industrial still safe and sound for Team 82 as the vehicle scrambles to go back to a repair station. Parking under a hangar. Back up northwest. Double squads, red team struggling to make a push up against the northwestern side. The defense over here, as we inspect what we're looking at, the defense on Scrapyard is just really, really good with Commander Maybe Baby, along with the support of his team here, just holding down the point with no threat so far. We do have work earlier, and that's it. FW wins a second round, 75 tickets to 0. That's it. If we go ahead and expand the scoreboard.
Это была голова, что ли, блядь? Ой. GG, guys. GG's. GG. Самокат Сигма. Все молодцы.
Good job to
Можно
both
уходить
teams.
спать.
As we go ahead and look at the timeline to see what really went down here. Earlier in the match, we saw devastating gameplay through the vehicle engagements. The first 10 minutes of the match, a lot of trade-for-trade vehicles getting destroyed here and there with objectives being capped. And eventually, we started looking at a linear drop as when more vehicles get dropped over here from Team 82 side, the ticket differential got bigger. And of course, more vehicles, Logi's lost here, and of course, these ones over here as well. And eventually, it diverts into a bigger triangle differential here to eventually lock down the tickets with the victory going to Team FW for the second round. So great job to them. Remarkable gameplay. And that's it. Going back to the scoreboard again. Special shout out to FW for top supply runner and also the top medic Arcantos from OC. And of course top squad command squad. Awesome stuff. Things glitching down here, but A-okay for now. And that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for joining me for the second round, and of course for this overall round of the International Masters Tournament of 2025. Again, my name is Socrates, your shoutcaster. Special shout out to both of these wonderful teams, Team 82 and also Team Full Wipe. Congratulations to Team Full Wipe, Team FW, for winning both rounds in this match today. Today is August 31st of 2025. We have seen amazing tactics, amazing teamwork and coordination from both teams. A lot of good mortar support, LAV gameplay, armor mechanized infantry coordination, tactics and teamwork. We have seen squad played at the highest level, and these two teams, despite Team 82 not winning both of the rounds, both teams fought tremendously well, and that is the most important part. Really playing this game to its top potential with all the teamwork, tactics, and coordination and overall giving it your very best. Both teams did their very best. They've trained for many months and many years to play in this tournament, and we have seen amazing gameplay. So again, great job to both teams. Thank you all to all the friends and the viewers for coming by to support your friends and families playing on the big screen TVs here worldwide in the International Master Squad Tournament. Make sure to follow and subscribe for more epic streams. Again, my name is Socrates. I've been playing this game for over 10 years now. I'm celebrating my 10th year anniversary of playing Squad since 2015. I love this game in and out. The game has gone such a long way, and the game is still going strong. And as we can see from all these esports tournaments that has been going on for many years now, this game has a bright future. So buy Squad today, and special shout out to Offworld Industries. Thank you so much for working on this game, and thank you all once again for watching. My name is Socrates, your shoutcaster. Until next time, happy Sunday. Peace out.